and wonderful. And I hopefully am not stuttering. So I just noticed my camera is a little stuttery today. So here we go. Chapter 34. The next day, I sit in a plastic beach chair and count the words in a book while everyone else rides the water slides again. We leave the park at 4:22, according to the clock in Miss Sitton's SUV. I stare out the window for the entire drive. The other girls play a version of Would You Rather. I don't need to pretend to be asleep. No one even notices I'm here. She was a delight, Miss Sitton says when she drops me off. Very sweet and polite girl. Glad to hear it. Nana stands in the doorway. What do you say, Lucy? Thank you. I had fun. I was going to say thank you before she prompted me, even though I hated almost every minute of the party. I follow Nana into the living room. She sits down on the couch. I'm tired, I say. I bet. Did you have a good time? Nana asks. It was all right. I go to my bedroom and check the pet blog. Pi has 3 new likes and 1 new comment. This is so sad. Hope Pi finds a forever home, even if his forever won't be long. I text Levi. Me. Any news? Levi. Someone filled out adoption papers for Marty. That's good, I guess. Me. Anything else? Levi. No. Sorry. We don't have school on Monday because of Veterans Day, and the pet hut is closed. So I spend my time looking for last resort dog sanctuaries. There's a ranch in Tennessee called Sweet Dreams Farm that takes in sick, unadoptable animals. The dogs get to live there forever, but it costs $90 a month and is completely full. On Tuesday, I still don't want to see Wendy. I'm not going to school today, I announce as I walk into the kitchen. Nana looks up from her bowl of cornflakes. Are you sick? No, I don't want to go. Grab a bowl from the cabinet. That's not how school works, Nana says. You don't pick and choose when you go. I'm still tired, I shrug. I didn't sleep at the hotel. What happened? Nothing, I snap. I'm tired. I'm not hungry anymore. I throw my dish into the sink. It lands on a dirty glass, which shatters. Lucille, Nana shouts. I run to my room and close the door. The tears start before I can fall into my bed. I don't do my sit-stand routine. I cry into my pillow and let the numbers flood my brain. 3.14592635, blah, blah, blah. Numbers come in, and Wendy stays out. I wish I could make Nana stay out too. This is her fault. I didn't want to go. She knocks on the door. I don't answer. She lets herself in. 97169399375. She sits on my bed. 8164062862089. She pulls me into a hug. 482534211. I try to push away. 98214888086. She hugs me tighter. 513. The numbers slowly fade. Nana and I spend the rest of the morning on the couch watching the Travel Channel. We pretend that we are on a small tropical island that has no hotels, just little huts that stand in the water and come with butlers. Then we pretend to take the ultimate high seas adventure on a cruise ship that has a carousel and an ice rink. We order pizza for lunch. This is what a sick day is like. I may never go back to East Hamlin Middle. Wendy texts me all day long from school, even though we aren't supposed to use our phone during classes. Wendy, where are you? Wendy, why aren't you in school? Wendy, are you sick? I ignore them all. Seventh graders eat lunch from 11:10 to 11:35. I know she doesn't send me any text during this time or right after. She must be too busy hanging out with Maddie. I'm only her friend when no one else will be. Wendy, will you be at school tomorrow? Wendy or Levi? Nana asks when my phone buzzes again. Wendy. She texts a lot. She must have quick thumbs. She does. I shove my phone under a couch cushion so Nana won't hear it and give me the do you want to talk about it look? When a show about the best resorts for your dog comes on the Travel Channel, I suddenly don't want to be home anymore. Can you drive me to the pet hut? Glad you're feeling better, Nana says, and she stretches. Go grab my purse. She drops me off and tells me she's going to get a Frappuccino and a People magazine, and she'll be back in an hour. Noah sits behind the counter. I'm starting to think he might live here. He looks up from the giant textbook he's reading. Hey, your friend is outside somewhere. There were no plans to meet today. For a second, I worried that it might be Wendy, but she would have mentioned it in one of her 39 texts. I use my sleeve to open the interior door. The dogs bark and growl, but it doesn't seem as loud as usual. Maybe I'm getting used to it. Knock on the office door. No answer. So I let myself in, and Pi jumps up on me. His paws leave dark smudges on my sweatshirt. You don't have very good manners, I say. I rub his head. But I'm happy to see you, too. The stack of adoption papers on the desk is only 4 sheets tall. I quickly entered the data into the system. I like that the pet hut is now all caught up on paperwork. Pi lies in my lap as I work. Do you want to go for a walk? I ask when I'm done. He knows the word walk, and he jumps from my lap and dances circles by the door. I slip on his harness and leash, and we go outside. Levi is on the trail with an animal that looks more like a bear cub than a dog. What are you doing here? He asks. I thought you were sick. Pi and the bear sniff each other, backsides mostly. I guess middle school could be worse. This could be how we make new friends. I'm not sick. Was it because of the stupid party? He sticks a finger in his mouth like he's gagging. I shrug. Because of Maddie? I already knew she was a jerk, but now that Maddie and Wendy are friends again, I might as well. Wait, what? Maddie and Wendy are friends again? No way. His dog tries to pull him down the path. I swear it's true. Now I make the gagging motion. They were besties all weekend. That friendship didn't last long, Levi says. Wendy ate her lunch in the bathroom today after Maddie said something to her. Gross. The bathroom? It's hard enough to eat in the bacteria-filled cafeteria. I almost feel sorry for Wendy. Then I remember lying on that German-infested cot, listening to the girls talk about me. So what did Maddie say? I ask. Not that I care. Don't know, don't want to know, Levi says. He shakes his head, then his shoulders drop. And Wendy wouldn't tell me. I did ask. She's annoying, but, she's still a friend. Well, she's not my friend anymore, I say. Saying those words hurt. I don't exactly have friends to spare, but if I can't trust her, what's the point? So she told them all you're Lightning Girl? Levi gives me a sympathetic smile, and I can feel my neck get hot. What did you hear? I heard that you're smarter than Einstein, that you've already graduated from college, and then you can move stuff with your mind. He wiggles his fingers in front of my eyes. Who said that? Does it matter? He shrugs. Ugh. I pulled Pi closer to me. I knew this would happen. What, the kids would talk about you for being different? Wait like 5 minutes and they'll talk about someone else. This isn't going to go away. It's not like I wore the wrong brand of sneakers or dropped a tray of spaghetti in the cafeteria. I'm a freak. I scare people. Pi is scarier than you. You don't get it. I start walking back to the building. There's no use explaining. Lucy, leave me alone. Whatever, Levi yells after me. You're the first person who has ever felt different. You're the first freak to ever set foot in East Hamilton Middle School. Congratulations, Lucy Callahan. You're so special. Oh. Chapter 35. Nana gives me a ride to school the next morning because I accidentally missed the bus. I consider accidentally falling out of the car. That would probably hurt. When I get to school, I practically run inside. I don't want to see Wendy. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to pretend that we are friends, or that we were ever friends. I throw my coat and my lunch in my locker and go right to room 213. The door is closed. I'm in such a hurry, I open it without using a Clorox wipe. However, I do cover my hand with my sleeve. Once in my seat, I start working on the homework that's listed on the whiteboard. Keep my head down and let my hair hide my face. I wish the lightning strike had given me the superpower of invisibility. Sometimes disappearing is the best solution. Lucy, Wendy shrieks when she walks in. You're back. She makes it sound like I've been gone for weeks. I don't look up from my math problems. You didn't text me back. I shrug. You didn't have fun at my birthday party, she says. Did you? Levi groans and slams down his books in the seat next to me. God, if I have to hear any more about that stupid birthday party. Don't be jealous. I'm not, he says. Not at all. It's actually the number one thing I'm thankful for. That I didn't have to live through your party. Wendy ignores him. Lucy, do you want to come over after school? No, I say. The first bell rings, and Wendy finally makes her way to her seat. She doesn't say hi to Maddie. Maddie doesn't even look at Wendy. Mr. Stoker starts class with a review of the homework. He asks for someone to give the answer to the second question, and Maddie raises her hand. I don't have the answer, she says. I just want to say that Lucy Callahan should not be in this class. It's not fair to the rest of us. She's already taken this class. She's taken high school classes. Why is she here? That's not appropriate, Mr. Stoker warns. Keep those opinions to yourself. Maddie makes pouty duck lips and rolls her eyes, basically sharing her opinion without talking. For the first time, I realize that I don't care what she thinks. Well, I agree with Maddie, Jennifer says. It's not fair. She smiles at Maddie, who nods. This is a class for 7th graders. You all belong here. Mr. Stoker speaks slowly in his deepest voice. I'm uncomfortable working in front of her, Maddie calls out. You'll have to get over that, Mr. Stoker says. He taps the marker against his palm. She messes up the class curve. I don't grade on a curve. She makes fun of me for not understanding this baby class math, Maddie continues. She makes fun of all of us. Do not. I've never said anything, I think. Leave her alone, Wendy says. She doesn't make fun of you. Excuse me. If anyone interrupts again, Mr. Stoker snaps, we will be having this conversation after school. Thank you. He turns back to the homework problem, and the class is finally quiet. I ignored the lesson and Mr. Stoker. Maddie has successfully ruined my favorite class. Instead, I doodle in my notebook. I write the word freak and trace an outline around it, over and over, till I hit the edge of the page. For someone who's supposed to be smart, can't figure out how to get Pi adopted. Can't figure out Wendy. Why did she tell my secret to someone who was always mean to her? She chose Maddie over me. Maddie. Put my arms across my desk and lay my head down. I'm useless. Then I hear Maddie say my name with her usual disgust. I look up. Enough, Madison, Mr. Stoker says. I've warned you. You're staying after school to discuss this. Maddie keeps talking. I find it very insulting when Lucy acts like this class is beneath her. She doesn't belong here. Shut up, Maddie, Levi says. Levi, none of that. Mr. Stoker points at him like he's accusing someone in court. Just stop, Wendy says. Please. I will not stop. Maddie sits up straighter. She thinks she's better than us. I can't believe. What do you want from me? I shout, and the entire class freezes. Even Wendy and Levi, even Mr. Stoker. I'm good at math, but what does that matter? I point toward the whiteboard at the problems that Mr. Stoker was in the middle of explaining. Number 7, x equals 11. Number 8, x equals -1. Number 9, x equals 5. I gave all the answers. Mr. Stoker doesn't look surprised. Lucy, you don't have to. Yes, I do. Shove my chair back and get up. In 3 steps, I'm standing in front of Maddie. She shrinks into her chair. I've never scared anyone in my life, not until now. What's your phone number? I ask. She tilts her head like Pi does, but it's not cute on her. What's your phone number? I scream. 555-999-9399-225. Sum is 54. The product is 5,467,500. The square root of 5,559,900. 5,559,939,225 is 74,565. I look around the room. Now Mr. Stoker does look surprised, like most of the class. Maybe even horrified. Only Levi smiles. I'm good at math. I'm great with numbers, but I don't know why this bothers you, Maddie. That is something I can't figure out. She scowls. You try to put me down and make me feel bad. There's nothing you can do that feels worse than having a sick dog and having someone you thought you could trust turn on you. Losing that person is what stinks. My nose starts running. I take a gulp of air like I'm drowning. You don't matter to me. Maddie stares at me, her eyes filled with tears. You don't matter to me, I say again. Then I point to Levi. He matters. Then Wendy. She matters. Or she used to until... Wendy blinks hard, but I turn back to Maddie. You are nothing to me. You're just nothing. A big fat zero. I swallow hard and take a breath. So stop trying so hard to ruin my life. Need to get out of here, away from Mr. Stoker and Wendy and even Levi, who doesn't get it. Without taking any of my stuff, I run to the door. As it closes behind me, I think I hear someone call my name. I think it's Wendy. So we'll stop there. So we'll read a couple chapters each day. And like I said, we'll probably finish this week. So y'all have a good rest of the day. Students, keep working hard. Keep taking care of each other. Most importantly, stay safe. And remember, range is the way.